today, from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to... Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And they will wrangle them down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Saints take over.
And here come the Saints for their opening drive.
28-yard line.
They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it is permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team that wins.
Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
A gain of 14. And the Saints first down.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Henry on the carry.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. For the Vikings and Saints, you might recall they battled in the wild card round a season ago, and it was the guys in purple who came in and pulled off the upset, with Kirk Cousins finding Kyle Rudolph in the end zone in overtime to sew up a 26-20 win.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They will be led out by their dual-threat quarterback, the veteran from Clemson. It's Deshaun Watson.
Had a chance to meet him while he was still at Clemson at a summer camp partner. And this is one of the best kids you're going to meet out there. And he doesn't say a whole lot, but it's fun to watch how people respond to him. When he was a camp counselor, the kids just flocked around him like the Pied Piper, just as his teammates did while he was at Clemson.
And some room to run now. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, he can't hold it.
There are the numbers for Cook from a week ago. 17 carries, 55 yards.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the rush.
That's caught on the right side at Smith. 22 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 37.
From the gun, here's Watson. Smith catches left side. And getting this just shy of midfield, is spotted at the 49. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. Out of the gun, Watson. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Again, it's Watson. And that'll be incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And now it's second down.
Coverage on the play by Trayvon.
Throwing again is Watson. Over the middle to Smith. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 20-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively.
On the tackle. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 13-yard line.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
On 2nd down, it's Henry. And yet again, he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 26-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
Makes it 3rd and 1.
From the gun, Watson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Tua. Fighting Harris over the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
First down, Saints.
Play action, now it's Tua. And right side, Henry's got it. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 49-yard line.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Going right side here, and that's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 33.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, New Orleans.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. 7 yards, the pickup there.
To Deontay Harris. A gain of 7 brings up 2nd down.
Tua to throw again.
Vikings 36-yard line.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
And it's third down.
From midfield, here's Tua. Ebron with it over the middle. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a run with Cook. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun. Watson throwing right, and that's complete.
That's good.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a 1st down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
On 1st and 10, Watson. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Watson on 1st down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
From the red zone now, Watson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. On the carry, it's Cook.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
To throw is Watson. From the gun, he'll throw to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? From the gun, Watson. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Now the point after try for Santos. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's polished off by a Viking score. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25.
Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
A gain of 12. And the Saints.
Derrick Henry. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Derrick Henry.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
40-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
Here's Tua.
And 7.
Throw left side going to be taken in by Harris. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 40.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Running from the gun with Henry. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 21. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. After the interception, here's Watson. Being chased out left. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Smith.
Watson.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
Maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0 as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as we say goodbye to September and take a look around the NFL here on this first day of October. We'll get started down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, and it's the Dolphins who have the lead in that one. Preston Williams, a touchdown reception. From there, it's off to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at Lucas Oil Stadium. And this one going the visitors' way as the Texans have the lead in that one. Brandon Cooks, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get you way up to Seattle. See what's happening with the Seahawks. And they were losers in that ball game to the visiting Cleveland Browns. 34-28, the final score. In the game you're watching is Deshaun Watson, who is the star of the first half. His guys have the lead, as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. So here are the Vikings to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
That'll be complete to Cook. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
Watson's pass complete to Dalvin.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all, because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Operating from the gun, Watson. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is, because he understands how to get open in key situations.
On first down, it's Cook. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
At the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 6.
Here's Watson.
3.
Oh, he dropped it. couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Marshawn Lattimore there defensively.
Watson on third down. Got an open man, finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
4-yard line.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
We're quickly to Thielen here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
The 33-yard line.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Jordan made
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Saints.
From the gun, here's Watson. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 17-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Flush to his right. Gets past him at the 10. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
6-yard line.
Watson. Step under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Randy Gregory. In there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation, because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Now Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Watson. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. Santos' kick is up and through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0.
17. Saints, nothing.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
5-yard line.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is, whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, well, man, what do you need? What's going on here? So there's one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
11 yards there, first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Cook. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Cook. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Now they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
At their own 7.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
2 now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out. By a few inches, that'll be a first down. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the gun, it's Tua. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
They start the drive with Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. And that's caught by Smith. And he's taken down inside the 30. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd.
They run it again with Cook. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
23-yard line. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
No move by Dan Quinn to get the offense off the field. They're staying out there, and they're going for it on 4th. They'll run for it. Cook. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Tua Tagovailoa and the offense heading back out. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one, but let's face it, if you're going to go...
Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And this belongs to the Vikings.
Well, Parker, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the fourth quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. Minnesota now ready for their next possession, and they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. They'll run on first down. It's Cook. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That burst good for 20 and a first down. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
On first down, Watson. And that is incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Throwing again is Watson. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
I know this game's winding down and people are getting tired, and that's when you really want a big body guy running the football. But I have to tell you, watching him run it, I wonder why they don't use it more earlier in the game.
Yeah, those bigger guys here late in the game, you're trying to protect the lead, usually not as fumble prone either.
No, that is so true because they are taught. Take care of the ball as you surge forward, and you often see them with both hands wrapped around it when they go through the line.
They'll run for it with Cook, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And the lead is now 24. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Tua now on first down. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Ebron caught left side. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Complete.
It's a first down on a gain of 10. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Daniil Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Steven Nelson. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. On the ground, it's Cook. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll keep it on the ground. Cook, he's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints' 14-yard line. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
But they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Vikings, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they'll drop down to 1-3. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.